Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to your 2021 draft grades. Oh, Derek Crouch going to enter in. A little late, but that's okay. We're here, draft grades. Go away, COVID. But thank you to Zoom for all the opportunities we've had here with Zoom. All right. End of dimes 2020 has begun. The odds we finish the season, very unlikely. Very, very unlikely. But please get on them polls. Tell me how you like the draft, that kind of stuff. Get team names together. If your team name is the same as last year, and I'm talking to a couple people here on Zoom, then you need to change your team name. We got to get more creative here. Due by week 2. That is next week. We got to have these team names ready. Off to the draft grades. Here we go. They're not in any particular order. I'm just going to go by team or by owner, draft grade, and then their biggest sleeper pick. Here we go. Mark Jones. He got
number 1.
Absolute spectacular draft. He was, this is in no particular order, but he is number 1 in my list. A, all right, for that. Devin Singletary, I think you have a workhorse running back here, and he is planning on just moving through the league in Buffalo. The colder it gets, the better he gets. Number 2, son of a Barkley. Love the team name. He put it together. This is actually number 2. He also got an A grade. I appreciated his draft. I think this is the best draft son of a Barkley, Mr. Michael Schaefer, has ever performed. CeeDee Lamb, his big sleeper. Not a sleeper, but I think he ends up being the number 1 wide receiver on his team. Number 3, It Takes Two to Tango. B+. Great work by It Takes Two to Tango. It did not work out in week 1, but again, these draft grades were done previous to week 1. I just want everyone to know that. Sleeper is Alex Madison. Alex Madison is the backup to Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook's going to get hurt. He's going to put up some big points. John Kerr. He's not going to like this, okay? But you know we're never nice to John Kerr in these videos. So with a big C+, that's a passing grade. I mean, shoot, C+, passing grade, you know. There he goes. Josh Allen, big sleeper. He did perform well in the first week 1. Happy Galladay with a C+, not a good draft grade. Did not like my wife's draft, C+. But I did think Preston Williams was a good sleeper pick down there in the later rounds. David Hildebrand with another terrible team name. If he doesn't get rid of Dad Bod Bellies, I'm going to lose my mind. B+. N'Keal Harry was, I think, a very good pickup. Cam Newton, new quarterback. Let's see what N'Keal Harry does. Dominic Trifolo, B- for his first ever draft. I'm going to tell you, B-. Very good. AJ Green, big-time sleeper, got drafted way in the low part of the draft. Joe Burrow is going to be a stud. Fresh Prince of Fresh Prince of Hell-Air. This is the best team name so far. A-. She did a fantastic draft. I thought her draft was almost flawless. Just a few things there. James Conner, even though high up in the draft class, I still think James Conner is pretty good. Shark de la Mar, all right? I love the team name. I think it's creative. I'm not sure half the league understands what it's about. B+. I think he had a solid draft, McKenzie. Not above and beyond, but a very solid. It's going to keep him in the running with a couple moves. Terry McLaurin, another good sleeper. These aren't deep sleepers. They're just normal sleepers. Number 3, Derek Crouch. Papa Crouch got an A. I mean, almost a flawless draft. It's hard to get an A+, so I gave out 3 A's. That's Mark Jones, Michael Schaefer, and Derek Crouch, all with A's. Big sleeper there, Henry Ruggs. As the season goes along, I believe he's going to be a big-time player. Game of Jones. We're down to the last 2. Game of Jones. B, Marvin Jones Jr. He got a solid B. Marvin Jones Jr., big sleeper. And off to, last but not least, the commission's draft. This was in draft order. He had the number 12 pick. You can't touch this, okay? D+. That was the worst draft I have ever had in my entire life. If you look at my team, I didn't even have a quarterback till the very last pick, and then I got rid of him right after the draft. Hollywood Brown, though, big-time sleeper. I do believe that, all right? Best draft goes to Mark Jones, and it really was a tie, but I put Mark Jones as the best draft.
Yeah.
Worst draft goes to the commish. The commish with an awful draft. Pay up your dollar bills. Everyone, pay up your dollar bills. $45 to the per owner. First place this year gets to take home 450 buckaroos. Second place with $90. Make it doubling up your money. So you make it to the championship, you double your money. If you win first place, 450 smacks. All right. Power rankings weekly, including tonight, unless John spoils it again like last year. Okay, polls weekly. All right. Polls weekly. Zoom ideas. We're going to try to do this Zoom thing if we possibly can.
Wow, what did I spoil?
And now on to the moment you've all been waiting for. Power rankings. Power rankings week 1. 3 thoughts before power rankings. Fantasy is back, and it comes with all the weirdness. This week was absolutely weird. Good players. I will tell you, Ben Roethlisberger rushed for more yards than Saquon Barkley. Yeah, that's facts. That happened, okay? All right? Draft grades were on point. I was accurate with the draft grades. I did them previous to power rankings, but I was accurate with them. And struggles, again, first he's getting videos out on time. He never gets them out on time, but he's trying, guys. He's doing his best, all right? Power rankings go as such. Yeah, buddy. All right. Number 1 in the power rankings. You know this is why he got on the Zoom call. He got on a little late. Diggs in a blanket. Diggs in a blanket. Derek Crouch, the shining star of his squad, Aaron freaking Rodgers. Great pickup this year. He has the number 1 quarterback, running back, and wide receiver. The boy is on a mission this year. He needs absolute redemption. He's had some terrible, terrible squads in the past. This year's, a focus for the future. Number 2, also on this as well. He came in a little late. First time he's figured out the Zoom call. Bad Juju needs to fix the name. Mark Jones. Absolute stud of a lineup. And guess what? Shining star, Christian McCaffrey, like we all expected. All right? Todd Gurley, is he good? We're not sure, but he picked him up. Here we go. Number 3, total surprise. I gave her a bad draft grade. Number 3, Happy Galladays. My wife, Lauren Crouch. Her shining star, Adam Thielen. You expected it. You expected it again. I just telling you, that man catches balls, all right? Is Adrian Peterson any good? What's going on? I don't understand. He had a lot of points. Number 4, he's going to be happy about this. Runner-up in last year's league. Game of Jones, Justin Ramirez. Shining star, Mark Andrews. Mark Andrews. A total team effort to get the big dub for him. Now we're on to the first loser, okay? First loser of the week, all right? The first loser of the week. This is like a mind trip with Hazel right now. Number 5, Pandemic Buffalo Team Atlanta. I was very shocked at this team. Dominic Truffaut with Dalvin Cook. Absolutely spectacular. Did I even give him a draft grade? I did. I gave him B+. Good job, Dominic. Fit right there, B+ or B-. Dalvin Cook. Is Cam Newton any good? I think so, maybe. Number 6, he is also, last but not least, on this Zoom call. And his name is John Kerr. 6-year Zeke. Fix that name. That name is terrible. I hate that name. Josh Allen is your shining star this week. This guy still has Zeke on his squad. How have we let this guy have this happen? What is going on? Somebody trade for Zeke. Goodness gracious. All right, Shark De Lamar coming in at number 7. Mackenzie Mummy, Lamar Jackson. Big change next week. I predict big things out of Shark De Lamar. Number 8, he was my number 2 draft grade. He was an A. Son of a Barkley. Terrible week. Again, I told you Saquon didn't perform well. Michael Schaefer. Deshaun Watson was his shining star this week. but Barkley has to step up. That's the big deal. Number 9, we're talking about Dad Bod Bellies, and I hate saying the name because I feel like I'm giving him attention for this name that I hate. Fix your name, David Hildebrand. Kyler Murray. That's his shining star. Big uptake next week. I expect big things from David Hildebrand's squad, okay? Now to round out the bottom 3. These teams were not very good. I'm going to be honest with you. Really, really terrible teams. Fresh Prince of Hell Air. I expected big things out of this team. I still expect big things, but, she proved nothing to me on Sunday and Monday. Patrick Mahomes, big shining star, but she does have 2 weapons, 2 of the main weapons from Kansas City, so that's going to get her in good position. It takes the bottom 2 are Miami Dolphins fans. I don't know if that means anything this year, but it doesn't sound good, okay? Number 11, it takes 2 to tango. I will say that name is fantastic. Patty Schaefer, Russell Wilson is her star, he's hungry. I mean, is Russell Wilson hungry or what? He's had all season to get that belly just starving full, and then he's hungry now. Yeah, now on to the last one. I'm telling you, this is the draft worst year the commish has ever performed. He's got a lot on his mind this year, You fan touch this. Commish coming in last. Tyreek Hill, his shining star. Name worthy, though. Noah Fant with an absolute stud of a game. I wish it could have gone to something, but he did perform well. So that was a good late pickup by Commish. Time to change your team names. I'm not going to harp on this anymore. Change your team names. If you have a garbage team name, switch it to something good. Here we go. Trades. I've already heard some whispers about people trading here back and forth. Make some trades this year, guys. I just told you a list of shining stars. Guess what? That means that person performed well in week 1. Sell that guy high. Get something in return. Let's make some deals. Wheeling and dealing, baby. Here we go. Bold predictions for next week, and then we're done. Bold prediction is number 12 in the power rankings to number 4. Beats number 4. That is you fan touch this. I have a little diabolical scheme that I'm working on to get a victory in week 2 over Game of Thrones. Yeah. You laugh, but I got this together. All right? And then Fresh Prince of Hell Air, I think she redeems herself. I think she has a good, solid week 2 over John Kerr. 6-year Zeke, baby. I predict an upset in that category. That's number 10 over number 6, all right?
That hurt.
Time year, all right? End of dimes. It's a really important year here, guys. This could be the last year of fantasy football, the last year we're ever on earth, all right? This is a big-time moment. Y'all enjoy yourself, and I'm signing off. Commish, baby.